Oh, I need to turn my other light on. Good morning. Hang on. That's better. So many things to do. So it's November, huh? How did that happen? Boy, every month it's just flying by. This morning I could see just a little sliver of the moon. It's almost gone, and then we'll get a new one. Funny how that happens, that cycle. This morning we're going to do a flow that is challenging, and it's an adding on kind of flow. Sometimes we call this a ladder flow. So we'll do a nice warm up, and then we'll move through a sun salute, just kind of adding on one thing at a time, see how far we get. And then of course take a little centering, relaxing Shavasana before we're finished. So meet me on your mat. We're going to start on our backs. And actually starting in Badakunasana, Supta Badakunasana. So Supta means on your back. And bring the soles of your feet together. It's early, so if you need to wiggle your legs around a little before you open up the knees, do that. Bring the arms someplace comfortable. You can even kind of rock side to side with the knees. And then come to stillness. Noticing the breath, maybe taking the hands to the low belly to feel the rise and fall of the belly with the breath. Just something to anchor the mind. Let's take about 5 more breaths. I've got 3 more. Two more. And then reach down there for your thighs and bring your legs together. Walk your heels nice and close to your bottom. We're going to do some really slow bridges. So palms on the facing down and soles of the feet on the mat. And just see if you can lift up 1 vertebrae at a time. It doesn't have to be your highest bridge. And then come down 1 vertebrae at a time. Let's do 4 more, maybe a little higher with each one. Remember, you can come up onto the balls of your feet. Play around here with the movement up and down the spine. Taking a little time to wake the body up. I've got 2 more. And 1 more. And then once you come down, a little pelvic tilting. So as you inhale, you're going to push your belly up towards the ceiling so I can really get my hands under my back. And then as I exhale, I'm going to flatten the low back. But keep the spine, the whole torso down on the floor so we're not lifting into bridge as we press down. Just nice pelvic tilting. See how high up you can get that arc in the back as you inhale. Exhale, really press. Now draw your knees up towards your chest. You don't have to hang on to them. In fact, I'd rather you didn't. Arms are out, someplace where you're comfortable. We're going to take a supine twist. So I'm going to drop my knees to the left without a touchdown. And then inhale back to center. Keep the knees bent so the thighs are nice and close to the belly. So you've got a nice short lever here, not a lot of strain on the back with this twist. Let's do 2 more each way. If you have your ankles crossed like mine, maybe you switch the cross of the ankles just to even things out. and then come back to center. Now extend the legs up long. So that may mean you have to bring your legs out a bit if your hamstrings are tight, and they might be this early in the morning. I'm going to drop the right leg down towards the mat, no touchdown, and bring it back up. Left leg down towards the mat, no touchdown, bring it back up. Both legs down towards the mat, no touchdown. Ooh, work the core, bring it back up. Let's do 2 more rounds of this. So here's the beginning of number 1 leg at a time. And then both legs at a time. Keep the feet flexed. 1 more round. Now keep the legs long and just start to tip them to the side like we did when the knees were bent. But be mindful of the low back, so you don't want to strain. You want to only go as far as those core muscles will control, so we don't strain the low back. Keep breathing. Keep the jaw soft. Relax your tongue. Let's do 1 more each way. And then back to center. Bend the knees, bring the feet to the mat. Let's come into a number 4. So I'm going to bring my right ankle past my left thigh. Now I'm going to use my arms, lace my fingers behind the thigh, or maybe even in front of my shin. Getting a stretch here. And extend the leg up long. Now bend the knee. I'm going to take my left foot out to the left edge of my mat. Then drop my knees to the right, arms open, take the gaze to the left. Breathe. If you'd like a little deeper stretch in the front of the left thigh, reach down for your left ankle and draw the heel towards your bottom. Cat grabbing its tail. Now unwind the legs and then come back to your starting point. Adjust the spine if you need to, maybe pause to notice left and right. And take the second side, left ankle past right thigh. Lift, lace the fingers either behind the thigh muscles or in front of the shin. Breathe into the stretch, waking up those muscles. Now behind the thigh and reach up through the heel. Drop the foot to the outer edge of your mat on the right. Arms open wide. Drop the knees to the left. Take the gaze to the right option to find that ankle and pull the heel up a little closer. That brings a really nice stretch to the front of the right thigh. Now unwind here. Draw both knees in. Let's take a happy baby. So wherever you'd like to grab, you can take behind the thighs, behind the knees, shins, toes. Play around here a little bit. Add some movement. We're warming things up. And maybe coming to stillness and straightening the legs as much as you can. Back to Badakunasana, only a flying Badakunasana here. So the feet are off the mat. Use your forearms to push into the thighs. Open the thighs. Now float the feet down to the mat. So right back where we started. Bring the knees together. Take the hands behind the knees and let's rock up and down 5 times. So 1 and 2, try to balance. 3, 4, and 5. Good job. Come into table now, hands and knees. Do a couple cat-cow. You know how to do those. Nice and slow. Feeling that movement in between each vertebrae. Very important that each of them get a little individual attention throughout our day. And then just add some movement. Waking up the ribs, just move. Whatever feels good. Now tuck your toes, down dog. And wiggle here too. Such a nice place to wake up. And then coming to stillness, pause here, take a little inventory. Maybe you shake your head, yes. Release the cervical spine, shake your head, no. Let the head hang, so you're looking back there at your feet. You can even look up at your navel. Breathe. Now swing your right leg. Boy, my necklace is right in my mouth today. Right leg back and up, and then bend the knee. We'll do some hip circles here. A big movement through the hip. Let's do one more. Now step the right foot forward between the hands. Drop the back knee, coming into a kneeling lunge. Rise up. Bring your arms forward. Draw the little fingers towards each other. Then raise the arms. Now bring the palms to face each other. Circle the left wrist with the right hand. Pull up and fold over to the right. Breathe. Back to center, we'll switch sides. So left hand takes right wrist, pulls and folds to the left. So we'll balance with our side stretch. And back up to center. So now we're going to do Arda Hanyamanasana, which is half split. So you have the option of just coming up onto the heel and then keeping the hips over the knee. You get a nice stretch in the back of the leg here. This is a nice place to be. Or come back to your kneeling lunge and then sit all the way back down. Fold forward here. Maybe reach across. Kind of a variation of Janushirshasana. Breathe. So what I like about this one is I've got a little bend in this straight leg and the right leg. So I can play with pushing that knee down a little more and more, but it's with control, stretching out the hamstring. And then walk your way back up. Step back into plank. Drop your knees. Lower your chest. Let's take 3 rolling baby cobra. Tuck your chin. Lift. Keep the low ribs on the mat and unfurl your head last. Exhale down. 2 more. Last one. Tuck the toes, see if you can pop right back up into plank, and then down dog. And we'll move here in down dog some more. Maybe noticing similarities or differences in the left and right halves of the body. And come to stillness again. Let your head hang. Look back there at your feet, maybe even up at your navel. And now swing the left leg back and up. Bend the knee. Let's do some big hip circles here. How about 3 more? And then stepping it forward. Big step. Drop that back knee. Rise up. Anjaneyasana. Bring your arms forward. Roll those little fingers in. And bring your arms up. Bring your palms to face each other. I'm going to take my left wrist in. Now let's take right wrist and left hand. And we'll fold over to the left. Up to center. Take the second side bend. Over to the right. And then back up. And then you decide, Arda Hanyamanasana, so you can extend that leg out, keep the hip over the knee, or from your kneeling lunge, just start to sit back. Flex the foot, reach out there across if you're in this shape with me. And breathe. And walk your way forward. Let's take a child's pose. Big toes touch, knees out wide, and sit back. Circle your fingers, circle your wrists, and breathe. Now on your next inhale, move through table into down dog. And walk to the top of the mat. If you want some big steps, take them. If you want some little steps, take them. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Pull the feet away from each other. Swing your arms out and up. And exhale, the hands home to the heart. Let's do a few sun breaths here. Inhale. And exhale, fold. Lift and lengthen halfway. And fold. Arms out and up. Hands to heart center. Let's do 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, fold. Swing your arms out and up. Exhale, the hands home to the heart. Let's do 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Lifting halfway. This time, step back in plank. And let's go right to down dog from here. Let's take the right leg back and up. Step it forward. We're going to come up in a lunge. Let's hold the lunge. Roll those little fingers towards each other. Bend that back knee a bit. Scoop your tailbone under. Then work to straighten that back leg. You may end up with a little bit of a bend. That's okay. Breathe. 2 more breaths. On your exhale, frame the foot. Step back into plank. Let's lower to the belly so you can come down by bending the elbows or drop the knees on the way down. Let's come up into a high cobra. And back down. Tuck the toes. Down dog. Left leg back and up. Step it forward, lunge, rise up, bend that back knee, scoop the tailbone, then reach through the heel, arms up by ears, hold for 5. One more breath. And then on that exhale, frame the foot, step it forward. Arriving on an inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Swing your arms out and up. Exhale, hands home to the heart. Now we're going to add on. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Step back with the right foot. Lift up into your lunge. And we're going to take this into a twist. So I have my hands at heart center. I'm in my lunge, so I paid attention to the lower half of the body. As I inhale, I'm long in the spine. Exhale, twist. And we'll hold this for 5 breaths. Then frame that foot. Step forward, arrive on an inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Pull the feet away from each other, reach out and up. Exhale, hands home to the heart. Let's take the second side because I didn't take you through the second side on the first movement. So inhale, swing arms up. Exhale, fold. Lift halfway. Now step back with the left foot. Let's rise up in our lunge. Hands to heart and then take your twist. Breathe. 2 more breaths. Now untwist, frame the foot, step back in plank, come to the belly. And let's take a high cobra. You can even come into up dog here, pressing into the tops of the feet. Come back down, tuck the toes, down dog. And let's step to the top of the mat, arriving on an inhale. Exhale, fold. Pull the feet away from each other, arms out and up. Exhale, the hands home to the heart. Adding on again, inhale. Exhale, fold. Lift halfway and fold. Step back in plank. Let's go right into down dog. Let's take the right leg back and up. Step it forward. We're going to come up in our lunge. Arms by ears, hands to heart. Take your twist. I'm going to step that back foot forward so I arrive in a twisted chair. Pause here for 5. And in this chair, I want you to keep your feet hip distance apart. 1 more breath. Unwind, step back in plank. Come to the belly. Maybe take cobra or up dog. And down, tuck the toes, down dog. Swing your left leg back in. Step it forward. Coming up in your lunge, arms by the ears. Coming right into a twisted lunge. And then step it forward into a twisted chair. Hold for 5. Now on your exhale, just unwind, and we'll lift halfway on your inhale. Exhale, fold. Pull the feet away from each other, arms out and up. Exhale, hands home to the heart. Adding on again, inhale. And exhale. Lifting halfway. Step back with the right foot into your lunge. My mats are moving again. Inhale, rise up in your lunge. Arms by ears, hands to heart twist. Step forward into your twisted chair, feet hip distance apart. And I'm going to drop my right hand to the floor, left arm goes up. Hold. 2 more breaths. Now unwind, step back in plank, come to your belly. Take your back bend. You can always just meet me in down dog and skip the vinyasa. Left leg back and up. Step it forward. Come up into your lunge. Take hands to heart. We're going to twist. And then take that open twist. And this time we'll step it forward, lifting halfway. Exhale, fold. Pull the feet away from each other. Inhale, the arms out and up. Exhale, hands home to the heart. Let's do that on the second side. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Lift halfway. Now we're going to step back with the left foot, rising up in our lunge. Take hands to heart, twist. Step it forward into your twisted chair, and then drop your hand down inside of that foot and reach up with your right hand. Face forward, unwind, step back in plank. Find your back bend. Down dog. Breathe. Let's take that again this side. Left leg back and up. Step it forward, come up in your lunge, twist your lunge. This is the first side, isn't it? Boy, I'm screwing this one up today. Let's just keep moving. Now step it forward, unwind, Lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Pull the feet away from each other. Swing the arms out and up. Exhale, hands home to the heart. You can tell it's early on a Monday morning for me. All right, we're gonna add on. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Lift halfway. Hands to the mat, step back in plank. Find your back bend. Tuck the toes, down dog. Let's take the right leg back and up. Step it forward. Come up in your lunge. Hands to heart. Twist your lunge. Step forward into a twisted chair. Open your chair. Step back into lunge again. Hold here. Three more breaths. Unwind, step it forward, arrive on an inhale. Exhale, fold. Pull the feet away from each other, swing your arms out and up. Exhale the hands home to the heart. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Lift halfway. Step back with I'm gonna guess, right foot. Lift up. Hands to heart. We're gonna twist this. Step forward, twisted chair. Open up. And then step back in a twisted, an open twisted lunge. Breathe. Unwind. Let's come to plank. Find your back bend. Tuck your toes. Let's hold in down dog. This is an excellent flow to show you an asymmetrical flow. And breathe. Bend your knees. Press your belly to your thighs. Let it go. Look between your hands, find your way to the top of the mat on an inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Pull the feet away from each other, swing your arms out and up. Exhale the hands home to the heart. The part that gets confusing is adding in that vinyasa and which leg to bring forward each time. Oh well. Inhale, swing your arms up. Exhale, fold. Lift halfway. And fold. Step back in plank. Find your back bend. Tuck the toes, down dog. Swing the right leg back and up. Step it forward. Lunge. Twist your lunge. Step forward in your twisted chair. Unwind the arms. Step back into your lunge again. Unwind. Frame the foot. Let's come to down dog. So lift the left leg back and up. Step it forward. Rise up into your lunge, hands to heart. Twist. Woo. Step forward into a twisted chair. Unwind. Now step back in your twisted lunge. Unwind. Find plank. Drop to your belly. Lift into your back bend, whatever you choose. And come down to crocodile. Stack the hands, separate the legs. Maybe bend the knees. And windshield wiper. Float the shins down. And let it go. Three more breaths here. And then bring the legs together, press into plank. So lift up, Down dog. Make your way to the top of the mat while I adjust my mat again. As you arrive, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Swing your arms out and up. And exhale the hands home to the heart. So I have a couple more things to add on. We'll see how this goes. Again, it might be asymmetrical. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Lift halfway. On an exhale, step back in plank. Find your back bend. Come to down dog. Right leg back and up. Step it forward. Come up in your lunge. Hands to heart. Twist your lunge. Step forward into a twisted chair. Open your arms. Now step back with the left foot. Coming back into that twisted lunge. See if you can lift up. And hold. And breathe. Now cartwheel the arms forward, step back in plank. Chaturanga to up dog or find your back bend. Down dog. And hold. 3 breaths here. Left leg back and up. Step it forward. Lift up in your lunge. Hands to heart. Twist your lunge. Step forward into a twisted chair. Open the arms. Step back with the right. Rise up in your twist. Hold for 5. You can heel toe that front foot off to the left. If you're having trouble with balance like I am. Cartwheel the arms down. Bring the fingertips to the mat. Just step it forward. Arriving on an inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale, fold. Pull the feet away from each other. Swing your arms out and up. Exhale the hands home to the heart. I think I did it through both sides. I think I did. Let's try it again. I got one more thing. Inhale. Exhale. Lift halfway. Plank. Back bend. Down dog. Right leg back and up. Forward. Lunge. Twisted lunge. Twisted chair. Open the arms. Step back. Rise up. Now this is the last thing we'll add. We're going to cartwheel open to warrior 2 and hold for 5. Breathe. One more breath. And bring those arms to the mat. Let's step back in down dog. And lift the left leg back and up. Step it forward. Lift up in your lunge. Hands to heart. Twist your lunge. Twisted chair. Open the arms. Step back with the right leg. Rise up in a twist. Then cartwheel open to the right in a warrior 2. 5 breaths here. And cartwheel the arms around. And let's come to child's pose or to the belly into crocodile. And just let it go. I always love those. They're just hard for me to teach because sometimes I'll add in a vinyasa too many and then the right and left legs get all screwed up. And remember, I'm mirroring, so it's too much for my old brain. But we move. I don't know about you, but my heart rate's faster and I'm sweating. My respiratory rate's faster. And I got a lot of good range of motion. Breathe. And And then rising back up, let's do a little seated flow. So we're going to start in Sukhasana. Let's bring the right shin in front of the left. Sitting nice and tall, maybe rocking here from sit bone to sit bone. Roll your shoulders up, back and down. The sunrise looks really pretty out there this morning. Bring your arms above you, and then take your hands behind you. Lace the fingers, bend the elbows, draw the elbows back, push the knuckles down, lift the fists away, and then fold forward. Now, if you need to release to control this descent, use your hands on the mat, feel free. Breathe. And inhale, come back up. Keep the left heel right where it is. Extend the right leg out long. Right hand palm up and over to the right. Breathe. Swing the left hand up and over. You can just stretch here or lift the hips. Now roll to the sole of the foot. Reach. Exhale, come down. Now we're going to turn a little bit towards that straight leg. Take the left hand to the outside of the leg, coming into a little twist here. Bringing left ribs to the right knee. Breathe. Option to come into pigeon from here. So this leg's already about where it needs to be. I can swing that right leg back. I can stay on my left hip, or if you have the flexibility to come off of the hip onto the forearms. Breathe. And then swing that right leg back out. We'll come back into our hip lifter. I always call this Mermaid. In Pilates, in Reformers Pilates, we do something like this, so it's called Mermaid. And then back down. We'll reach across, folding forward. Then forearm, we'll take a side bend. Back to Sukhasana, and let's switch the shin that's in front. Now the left shin is in front. And this time, instead of arms behind, let's bring the arms overhead and then draw the hands right in front of the face. So the thumbs are right on the third eye. Sitting tall on an inhale, let your shoulders drop down away from your ears, folding at the hips, floating forward. Again, you can release and support yourself with this if you need to. And then just breathe. And inhale, rise up. Keep your right leg where it is. Extend the left leg out long. Left palm up, right arm up and over. Breathe. You can just take a nice seated stretch or lift. If you lift, come to the big toe edge and then roll across so the sole of the foot's on the ground. Get some good ankle work there. And coming back down, now we'll take Janu Shirshasana. A little bit of a twist. Option to come into pigeon here. So again, you can just stay over on that right hip so that leg's back as far as is comfortable. Or maybe you come to the top of the thigh. Bring your forearms down. And again, you can bring your hands to Anjali Mudra and support the forehead on the thumbs. And rising up, coming back, let's take a Janu Shirshasana. Back to our mermaid. And to our side bend. And back to Sukhasana. And pause. Just pause and notice. We'll sit here just for a moment, coming back to the breath. Feeling sensations wherever they are. Invite your mind to explore. Maybe it's just the sensation of the clothing against your skin. Perhaps the sensation of the breath. Finding your way once again to the back. And this time walk your feet wide, left and right edges of the mat, arms out in the shape of a T. We'll do just a nice gentle twisting like windshield wipers, left and right. And then bring the soles of the feet together again, back to Badakunasana. Bring the hands underneath the head to mirror the shape of the legs. Pause here. This can be a very nice Shavasana pose. If that feels good in your body today, feel free, but find a shape where you're comfortable. And return to the breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Let it go. Begin to deepen your breath. If you're in Badakunasana with me, reach down for your thighs, help your legs back up. Start to move in whatever way feels good in your body. And roll to your right side. Pause here. Look around. And then press your way back up to a seated position. So that was a little jacked up today, but we made it to the end of class, moving. I hope you have a great day. Take a peek outside. There's some pretty pinks along the horizon with the sunrise. Reach up one more time with me. Maybe we'll grab some of that pretty pink light and draw it home to the heart. May you have peaceful thoughts, peaceful words, a peaceful heart, and a peaceful world. Namaste. Wednesday morning, 7 a.m., tone and strength, and Friday again, 7 a.m. yoga class. Thanks so much. I'll see you soon.